Hello students, myself Mrs. Charu Kohli, your economics teacher. Today we are going to take a look on the topic characteristics of statistics. The first characteristics of statistics is aggregates of facts. Statistics are aggregates of facts. It means it does not present the individual data. Means if any data is presented individually, it is not statistics. When data is aggregate or it is presented collectively, that data will be termed as statistics. Take a look on one example. Here I am writing the marks, subjects and marks. I am making one more column of subject and marks. Here is a small table which I have generated, and here is also a small table. Here I am writing the marks of English. In English, a student is getting suppose 70 marks, and here a student, I am writing his performance in English, Hindi, Maths, Science, SST. We can say 70, 60, 75, 80 and 85. Here in this table only data of one subject is given. It means student is getting 70 marks in English, and here the marks of all the subjects English, Hindi, Maths, Science and SST are given. Now, is this data is presenting something? This data is only presenting the marks of English. It is not giving any other information. But here, marks of various subjects are there, and this data is helpful to analyze the performance of the child and the actual percentage of a child which he is scoring in a particular class. So this is the collective data and this is the individual data. This data is only giving individual analysis, and this data is giving the analysis or performance of a child. So this is aggregate data, combined data, and this is statistics. Individual data is not statistics. So here is the first characteristics of statistics. Coming on to the second characteristics, affected by multiplicity of causes. Means statistical data is related to the various factors or various causes behind any economic fact or issue. It is represented by various factors behind. It is not because of single factor. Let us take an example of TV set. So the TV set is in the market, and the price of that product in the market is of rupees 20,000. So this 20,000 is based on or kept on the basis of various factors such as the demand, the taste and preference, the supply. Means these all factors are affecting the price of the TV sets. More the demand of this, higher will be the price which will be kept by the supplier. So there are various factors behind this. So in a statistical data, it is affected by multiplicity of causes. Take another example of agricultural products. Agricultural products are also related to the multiplicity of causes, such as the rainfall, then the quality of seeds, the quality of manure which is used. These are the various factors on which the production is going to be dependent. So that is, the statistics should be affected by multiplicity of causes. Coming on to the third characteristics of statistics, that is numerically expressed. So every statistical data should be numerically expressed. Any data which is not numerically expressed will be the qualitative data. Means the data related to good, bad, honesty, intelligence. This is qualitative in nature. So this data cannot be presented in form of numbers. So this cannot give any type of conclusion or analysis. So the statistical data should be numerically expressed. because numerically expressed data gives the analysis, or it can be calculated or interpreted. Therefore, this is the third characteristics of statistics. Coming on to the next one, enumerated or estimated according to reasonable standard of accuracy. Now, statistical data should be enumerated or estimated. Means there are two methods to find the statistical data. It can be enumerated or it can be estimated. Now, when the area of study is limited, means some limited area is there, then the data will be enumerated. And when the area of study will be large and the data will be difficult to be collected, that study data will be estimated. And both, they have different levels of accuracy, because the data which will be enumerated, it will be calculated, it will be collected in a systematic manner. That is not going to be estimated, it will be enumerated, so it will be more accurate. And the data which will be given on the basis of estimation, then that data will have less standard of accuracy. So data of statistics can be enumerated or estimated, and the reasonable standard of accuracy should be maintained in both. This is accurate, but this has limited part of accuracy. So it can be used in statistics, but to a certain level we have to check out the actual standard of accuracy. So statistical data should be enumerated or estimated. This was the fourth characteristics of statistics. Coming on to the fifth one, collected in a systematic manner. Yes, most important. The data should be collected in a systematic manner. So first of all, to understand this, we should know the methods. To collect the data, there are two types of methods: the primary data and the secondary data. The first is the primary method, primary source, and second is the secondary source or method to collect the data. So when the data is collected in the primary form, it is the first hand data actually collected, and the secondary data is already collected and we are making use of it. That can be published or unpublished. So the data which is collected, whether we are using the actually collected data or we are collecting it through a new concept, both data should be in a systematic manner. So statistical data has a important characteristics. This is that it should be collected in a systematic manner. The unsystematic data will not give the actual analysis that the statisticians wants. Now this was the fifth one. Then the sixth one, for a predetermined purpose. Again an important one. Statistical study or statistical inquiry should be conducted on the basis of predetermined purpose. When we have a purpose, then only that data is collected. Without any purpose, statistical data is irrelevant. It has no analysis, no use to collect that data. So characteristics of statistics is that it should be collected for a predetermined purpose. And last but not the least, placed in relation to each other. It means when statistical data is collected, it should be comparable from one with the other. If that data is not comparable and it is in the individual form, it will not give any analysis. Therefore, the statistical data should be placed in relation to each other. So here are the 7 characteristics of statistics. I hope you all have understood these statistics. These characteristics only form the definition given by Horace Sackrest, which we have done it in the last class. So thank you.